Greetings, YouTube. I have had a goal all month to wait until this moment to do this video. Well, what is this moment, you might ask? Well, I caught up. I was a couple days behind as I am in Oregon with family, as many of you know. And I, now in the solo event category, have completed the final Sentinels of Liberty milestone, which, after that 5-star Nexus and the 5-star Awakening Gem, and the 6-star shards, and the tier 5 class Catalyst Fragment Crystal, we got these 6-star 6 stones. Now, yes, they're crystals, right? They are crystals. They are not generics. And that has caused some people to complain because those people are likely low spenders and or free-to-play players who most of the time, when generic 6-star 6 stones are available, it's for cash and they can't afford them. And my counter to that, as we claim this milestone, this final milestone, I should say, is that when you look at the Summer of Pain rewards, like, that's what Kabam expects for generics. They'll give them to you, but you're going to really have to work for them. And the next 2 weeks, the final 2 weeks, really, if you're Thronebreaker, and you're trying to get those, 4 points per week, are just essentially for generic 6 stones other than the final milestone, which I believe is the only one that gives you a very small amount, well, I guess not terribly small, of tier 6 basic Catalyst Fragments. So this was a different kind of side quest, and it's interesting because according to Kabam's announcement yesterday, I believe, we're not having a standard side quest in August. We're taking one off. And that might surprise some people, but keep in mind that side quests were very rare when I first started playing this game. In fact, we were lucky to get 3 or 4 a year, maybe once every couple months, and then they've now become this kind of expectation, and part of that reason is that Kabam makes a boatload, and rightfully so, over putting the extra side quest currency into daily specials, which I love. I haven't bought any of them this week, but I still support anyone who does because for $5, it is genuinely a good value. The Cavalier Daily Specials are an amazing value for $5. It gives you a crystal to open, but it doesn't break the bank, plus Tier 5 Basic, and my favorite thing about it, 9,000 Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments. You know, you buy 4 of them, suddenly you've got a Tier 2 Alpha for $20, plus all the extra goodies, including, of course, the Cavalier Crystals, which so many of you have messaged me that you've opened 5, and even some very rare 6-star Captain Marvel movies this month, or Things, or Captain America Infinity War. And so when you look at the side quest, you know, what do we think of this month's? Well, I have to say there are a couple things I loved about this month's side quest. I loved that there were no energy costs again associated with it. And unlike previous side quests of this iteration, where you kind of had to wait and the rewards rotated, and some weeks they were crystal shards, and some weeks they were rank up materials, or even some days they alternated. From the onset of this, from the beginning, it was the case that you could choose your own path, and you could also, if you missed a day, which is what I would have done. I would have missed a day because I didn't have the time or the energy to focus on the side quest when I visited my brother in Oregon. Well, no problem, because, you know, you just save up the keys, or whatever they call these special side quest items, and then you just jump in and you can use them all at once. That's wonderful. That's a very big pro player thing, because it allows you the chance to do it on your own schedule and not have to do Kabam's schedule. There was a time when we first had these side quests started where they would only give you, like, I think one of them was less than a 24-hour window. And if you missed it, you were done. They even had some really terrible side quests where you only had a very small window, and there were a couple people who was like, I either do it or I sleep. And so they slept and they missed it and they were ticked. So Kabam has improved upon all of that by giving players more flexibility with their own schedule and time. It's sort of the opposite of what arena grinders feel like, because I didn't cover this on my channel. I've, again, been away. But the top 1 to 5% milestone has risen to such a capacity, especially in the 6-star featured, that, like, I had people put up 28 million safely, thinking that got them the top 1 to 5 milestone, and then they got the bottom 6 to 10%, and they messaged me and they're like, Prof, I can't believe this. I grinded so hard. What the heck? And all I have to say is, more people and sadly probably more bots are spending time in the 6-star basic and 6-star featured arenas, driving up the arena inflation scores for rank rewards. So, contrast the arena issue where you feel like you've got to throw yourself even more and put even more points up to get the top milestones to this, which allows you the flexibility. Now, as far as the rewards, I loved the 5-star Nexus, right? I loved the Awakening Gym, though we have seen as of even November of 2020, the Awakening Gym be a generic 5-star. And so, you start out with these kind of casual rewards. The Nexus was fantastic. I actually thought that was the most valuable item for so many people because the Awakening Gym was class-based. Wish this would have been a generic, and they could have made this the final one. 6-star shards were solid. I know some people were disappointed that there weren't more, but, I will also say you get a healthy amount of 6-star shards for the legendary difficulty, and it wasn't terribly difficult like Cavalier players could do it, but it also wasn't a joke. They kind of found the sweet spot of the PI and the defenders. I am thankful that Korg wasn't in it. Although maybe I'm the only person who sometimes struggles with Hitmonkey. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just bad. But yeah, so 6-star 6 stones are the final. I love that is the precedent that was set with this, and even though I am not a profile pick dude, it is kind of a cool profile pick. In fact, why don't we do ourselves a favor as we're wrapping up this video? And let's see, can we find it? Special profile pick. There it is. Why not? So, what I love about 6-star 6 stones is that these are the only time I really care about prestige because I can just throw some more in, and really the class that I'm waiting for is Cosmic. So we're going to see if we get any light blue to throw. There's 2. Love that. Still 2. Boy, we got a lot of Mystic. That, of course, is the class I needed least, so the algorithm is the algorithm. But, I can throw a couple of 6 stones into Corvus as we're wrapping this up. I would rate this side quest, and really the question for this video is what grade would you give it? I rated a B to a B+. It's not going to go in what I call the side quest Hall of Fame, but there were a lot of things about it that I still loved. And yes, look, by the way, y'all, I get that Corvus doesn't need to be SIG 112, but I want Corvus to be potentially the first 6-star that I take to rank 4 if I can do it. And I would love for him to be SIG 200 for prestige and for just overall potential, even though it doesn't change much, especially once you get past a certain SIG. So there you have it. What grade would you give this month's side quest? I'm going to give it a B to B+. Feel free to disagree. Again, if you only watch this channel because you think you're going to agree with me with everything, that's not a YouTube channel. That's a cult. I don't want to encourage my channel to be a cult. I want you to feel free to disagree, have your own thoughts. But yeah, that's my thought, especially now that I've claimed the last milestone of the side quest rewards, and just look forward to hearing your thoughts on it. Thanks so much for the support while I'm on vacation. For people still clicking on videos and giving me feedback, it means a lot, and I really appreciate you.